Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative. Now today we're doing something a little bit different. Who knows how this is going to go exactly, but this is Charles Shaw wine. This is sold at Trader Joe's. This is made with organic grapes. This is a 2018 California Rosé. What's really special about this is this goes for $4. The organic versions of this go for $4, and the non-organic go for $3. So in actuality, it's $2.99 versus $3.99. This is an amazing deal, even in Manhattan, where things are usually more expensive than around the rest of the country. We have this at such a great price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from here all the way down here. I'm actually watching The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, so I'm going to see exactly how this goes. But if you want to take a look here, this is more information on the organic wine. If you want to do a screen cap, you definitely can, but this is certified organic by the CCOF, and this does have 11.5 alcohol by volume. I guess since this may be a longer video, let's read the back here before we even try anything. It says, "We at Charles Shaw strive to bring quality and value to our customers. Our vineyard selection, state-of-the-art winemaking techniques, and 21st century convenient twist-off and twist-on closure, Helix will be the benchmark of the industry." I do love that. This is a twist-off cork, and this just makes it so easy to actually drink this. Striving to find the best organic grapes, the Charles Shaw family selected vineyards with an ideal blend of soil and climate. This organically grown grape selection gives full fruit expression to our Charles Shaw wines. And if you want to go to the website, it's shaworganicwine.com. Vinted and bottled by Charles Shaw Winery, Sirius, California. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I have tried the red wine variations that they have from Trader Joe's by the Shaw in the organic line, and unfortunately they were not good. I think I had Pinot Noir and what they call a red blend. Both were terrible in flavor, overly bitter. The actual flavor didn't have anything of sweetness. It didn't actually taste like wine. It tasted like that they were bad, and that's not the first time that I had it, unfortunately. But I have tried the non-organic, and the entire line has been something that is good. Those are not organic wines, but they have been just perfectly fine. So with this is the 2018 California Rosé. And because it's just me and my cat here, I'm going to be drinking from the bottle while I watch The Last Dance. So if you guys have any questions, I actually have my other device here, which I can respond. And if I am mentally gone, well, you know, that's just what it is. All right, so let me just put this on and we can watch. Oh, I'm also going to be eating hummus. I know that's a very interesting thing. So here it is. This is the twist off cap, if you want to take a look. It does say new twist off cork, but this is new for it's been a while now. So literally just twist, and that's it. There's the twist off cork. And if you want, you can actually fit this back inside. Really easy. It just makes it so easy to recork this and not have to worry about it. But all right, let's give this a try. I'm interested to see how this goes. That's not bad. That's definitely rosé. You can definitely see, I hope you can see, actually with the lights that I have here, I have kind of warmer lights doing the light here, but with this, it does have like a pink hue. This tastes pretty good. I have not had the rosé. I've had literally all of the other ones, but this is the one that I have not tried. Let's try this again. That is good. I would definitely give this recommendation, or even try this again. All right, now here's one key thing that I have seen. Now this does say it has a helix fixture, so when you open the cork, it kind of sets in place. Now what you can see is little lines on the cork where this has been in place, and if you look at the bottle here, I didn't even notice this, but you see that that's a helix fixture right there. So that makes it so when you twist it on and off, it is fine. But when you, let's hope this works and I'm not ruin things. When you try to pull it off, it does have this helix here, so it really resists on any pulling. But when you twist it, that is super simple. You can see it rising by itself. That's really good. Let's take another drink. By the way, I am drinking all of this here tonight. So if I start to, who knows, yell, cry, anything, that's just because I'm drinking this. I'm just kidding, by the way. Let's see what that says. Guess you got your unemployment check. I'm really happy for you. So I guess if you want to know, I have been making an unemployment series. I received the direct deposit 2 weeks ago. And that was great for me, but it was not a finalized payment. There is still a lot that I'm owed and a lot of that other people are owed. I guess while I'm doing this, if you have any questions about getting unemployment or the PUA, which is the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, let me know. I can answer that here as well. And it's $4, so it's not going to be something that I'm splurging on. It's still really a good idea to actually save that money, just in case. Who knows what happens? You could get sick, and that would cost a lot. This is good. It's fresh. It's light. By the way, the last time when I had the other wines, the red wines that we did not like, my friends and I did not like it, but we did not get really that much of a hangover. Usually with these dry reds that I tried, I had a hangover the next day. Not so much with this. I would say go for it. Just if you have and see this around in your local Trader Joe's, it's definitely a good option for you, just because yeah, this at least tastes good. It's a fresh wine. I had this in the refrigerator, so it's cool. And this would be great with, I don't know, what do you drink with rosé? Ninja, what do you usually drink with rosé when you're drinking? Fish? Is that because you look like a fish right now? Hey. Yep, you're on TV. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you're expected to drink with a rosé, but I think this would go good with anything. Maybe even for a brunch, when brunch is a thing again. All right, so I'm going to keep this casual. If you guys have any questions, put in the comment section below. But I'm going to watch The Last Dance here on my AirPods, so you guys can't hear anything, but I'm just going to be around here. This is just going to be kind of a long live, so it may get boring, but who knows. I'm also eating hummus and pita chips. That is still good with pita and hummus. I know that's not something you would usually have together, but this sweetness in this wine, it complements this. I mean, this is seriously just pita that we got from a takeout place. This is what I'm having. And I heated up some pita, warm pita, the fluffy kind, in a bowl. This is pretty good. I'm happy with it. Still feels good. 13 minutes in. Am I feeling anything? Not really. I feel like maybe if anything the pita's soaking everything up. This is not bad. 11.5% alcohol. This is 750 milliliters. Oh, it contains sulfites. I'm not sure what that is. Just as a recap, I'm having this, the entire bottle here today. This is an organic California 2018 Rosé, the Charles Shaw brand, which is basically a Trader Joe's brand. It's good. And yeah, I'm just watching The Last Dance here on TV. In here. Have you guys ever tried anything like this? Like any kind of cheap wines that have actually been okay? This is a pretty good choice. I would definitely go for this again. I haven't tried the other white wines, but this is always something to give a try to. Right here so far. I have to pause this just because I need some more pita. Can you pause? Wait, what is this? I'm trying out some features here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, you can put filters. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Yeah, this is this is ridiculous. What if I just do this for the rest of the time? No, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I have the Chardonnay too. Maybe I'm not going to do that tonight, but at some point. Yeah, at some point. All right, we got a payment question, so let's see. All right, so I just saw 3 PUA payments on my account. How long does it take to go to my bank account? And that's a little bit of an, what do you mean exactly? You saw them on your account, I guess your New York State unemployment account, as pending payments. As far as I can tell, whenever you get your first payment, it has a waiting period of 1 week. So when you see that payment on the account, I believe in most cases that's held by 1 week. So that would possibly be a week after. Now, I got my first payment on Tuesday, but the subsequent weeks I'm receiving it on Thursday. So I'm not sure when exactly you're going to see it hit. So I'm going to write that down here as well too. Now, again, this is happening for me. This is happening in New York State. It could differ by different for different states and depending on what you're going through. But originally for me, it took about 7 weeks to actually receive my first payment, and even that, I did not get all the back pay. I'm still owed a lot. I've requested a hearing, and I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. They say released today, 3. That's okay. Let's see. Let's see. They said the release today. All right, so I got the same thing. So I think now, if unless I'm not correct here, released is when they define what you're going to be getting. It's almost like calculating what it is. So I think it's going to be. Actually, what day is today? Oh, today's Monday. Oh, it was released. Okay, so I believe it was, if it was actually released, you've already gone through that 1 week waiting period. You're going to be receiving this on Tuesday morning. When I received that first payment, it was Tuesday morning around like 1 or 2 a.m. Check around there at your local time. I think that's when your payment is actually going to be hitting. So you got 3 600 payments and 3 182, same amount that I got. Actually, the first time I got it was 233. Now it's been reduced to 182, even though I made a new video today and it was different. So I don't honestly know. But yeah, I'm gonna write that down here as well. I'm 17 and only been working 1 month. I'm pretty low. Well, the thing is, technically, it's not a benefit. What unemployment is, you've paid into it. It's something that you are guaranteed. I guess you could call it a benefit since you are paying into it, but I wouldn't. It's not like health care or a 401k or anything like that. I think in most cases, they know that people may have just started work or maybe even were about to start work. They're still going to get unemployment. That was something that did change, either with the PUA or the unemployment officially. So I don't think it's lucky. I think they just made this change because they know that if somebody just was starting a job, they can't be expected to have the exact same time on the job that maybe I had, where I've been working on my job for about, what, 2 years? I forget how long it's been right now. But yeah, no, you definitely should be receiving something, even if you had been accepted to a position and had not even started yet. So even if you were in that position, apply for unemployment because you still should be receiving it. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get more pita. So, be right back. If you're just watching right now, drinking this from top to bottom, this is the Charles Shaw 2018 California Organic Wine, and this is from Trader Joe's, and this costs $3.99. This is really good. All right, let's see. We got another question. All right, so I signed for direct deposit, but apparently when I was let me read it over here. I signed for direct deposit, but apparently when I try to make sure my direct deposit is correct, it'll always say that I put my mother's name wrong. All right, I mean, again, I'm watching The Last Dance here, so let me pause this. Now, as far as I can tell, maybe this means that when you originally wrote your mother's name on some kind of legal document, you may have misspelled that too. Try to see if you can correct that in one way or the other. But as far as I can tell, let's see, what is it? they get a lot of information from your social security number. So when you actually input that, that's where they got a lot of my company information because they asked for my company's tax ID. That's something I did give them. But with that and the social security number, they get your tax returns. They do a lot of stuff through that. And I mean, you being adopted may be maybe affecting this, but that's an interesting thing. Yeah, I don't know. I would take a look at your birth certificate, see if, but it's usually your adopted mother that's actually going to be the one who is going to be on your documents as your mother's maiden name. That's who your mother is. So legally. So I would just take a look. You may have misspelled that. Try different variations, but a lot of the information that they did receive for the direct deposit is going to be your social security number and your tax ID. And if you've done your tax return for the previous year, then they're going to use that information for your direct deposit. Again, I do direct deposit every year, so I don't know what it's like not having direct deposit tied. So maybe that's something that you're going through that I never had to. Unfortunately, who knows at this point. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen The Last Dance, it's really good. It's about Michael Jordan and his entire career. It's a 10-part miniseries. I'm on episode 7. This is pretty interesting. And sorry, I can't put the audio through for copyright reasons, so I'm listening to it here. If you have any questions about literally anything, let me know here. Yeah, again, drinking this entire bottle of organic 2018 California Rosé from Trader Joe's, only $4. It's ridiculous. I'm supposed to get 2K. Hopefully I wake up seeing some money. Yes, I really hope that happens too, because I was, all right, I'm going to pause this again, because I was in a bad place. I was thinking, they keep on sending me messages about, okay, you filed, but somebody's going to call you. Then the person called me and nothing came from that. And I was thinking, okay, it's been about 2 months and nothing has happened yet. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. The money that I've saved up is, kind of drying up. I don't want to actually go into my savings because that doesn't really help. Yeah, at that point, I was like pretty worrisome. And then when I finally received the message that I had a PUA form to fill out, I was like, okay, I'm going to fill this form out and then I don't know what's going to happen from there. But actually, it was a Monday, May the 4th, as a Star Wars fan that, keys in for me. May the 4th, I received that form. I filled that out online. If you don't know, you're a New York State worker, because I'm a New Jersey resident, you're going to go into online forms on that website after you've created your account, and it should be showing up there if you've received that message. And the day after that I filled out that account, repeating a lot of the information, that actually helped me out so much, because the very next day I received about 3 PUA payments and 4 or 5, I can't remember at this point, 4 or 5 of the unemployment payments, and that just helped out so much because that was directly the time where I needed it. But now it's been a little bit different because I know that I'm lacking on some of the payments, and now my unemployment has been reduced from 233 to 182, the same as it's been with a lot of people. So who knows exactly? But again, this is the place where we're drinking wine, and if you have any questions about the PUA or unemployment from whatever state you're in, put that in the comments section below, because I'm about this far down on the bottle, and hopefully I give good answers when I'm down here. Who knows? But yeah, let's see. Never heard of Shaw, but for $4, not bad. Yeah, so Charles Shaw, or Shaw as they call it for the organic version, is a Trader Joe's brand. So if you have a Trader Joe's wine shop, or if you're in a state that has just wine in a Trader Joe's, you can definitely get this. And it used to be called 2 Buck Chuck. Can you imagine? a regular bottle of wine for $2, that's insane. But even when I was in Virginia and I started getting this maybe in like 2014 or so, it was still $3. And now in Manhattan, the regular is $2.99 at the Trader Joe's wine shop by Union Square, and the organic, which I have here, is $3.99. I've tried the entire line of the regular, and that actually tasted great down the line. But if you do try the organic kind, the Rosé is the first one that I've had that I actually liked. The red blend, I did not like. The Pinot Noir, I did not like. They're very dry with very bitter and off-tasting flavors. Not good. I wouldn't recommend it. But this one, so far, with some hummus that I'm making in the oven, no, pita in the oven, hummus is already right here. It's good. All right, let's see and respond to the question. It took me 2 weeks to get accepted and get paid. I really don't know why they don't help others that have longer times to be accepted. All right, so you may have seen this in the news or not, but there's supposedly a hacker group that's going around with stolen people's information, and they're filing for unemployment. Now, at the beginning, when I did not get paid, I was very frustrated, thinking, people just want to get money. People are in situations where they have to pay rent, they have to pay bills, and they need to eat. They need to do a lot of things with this money. And for whatever the case was, I was like, I file on March 28th. I stopped working on March 18th. I was thinking, okay, this is going to take a few days. And then on the subsequent Tuesday, or yeah, it was Tuesday because that's when people were actually receiving this. I was thinking, when am I going to receive this money? It took 7 weeks before I actually received anything. And I think that's because they're trying to make sure what people get is what people deserve. And there's so many thresholds and so many reasons why that could be true. Again, maybe people just started working for something. They want to verify, is that a real business or not? There's a lot of different reasons, and I can understand that, but by taking so much time, that's unreasonable because people need the money. They needed it even with the stimulus check. That helped. That definitely helped, but bills, food, rent, hey, that's cut through because I've stopped working since March 18th, like so many other people. So we'll see who knows exactly. Like, I really hope that that money comes through for you, man. That's great money, and at you know what? This money has to come from somewhere. It's gonna come from our taxes, but I think at this point, people need the money because so many businesses are not operating right now. Unless you're an essential worker, as a doctor, nurse, in one of the, a grocery store or any kind of place that sells food, so many people that are delivering food, they need, outside of that group, they need the money because they're not working, and rent may be frozen, but that still means you're gonna have to pay for 2 months when you go back. That's just kind of like a ridiculous thought that I was thinking. A rent freeze doesn't mean a rent elimination. That just means that you're gonna have to pay that down the line. That's just something that's a little bit like ridiculous that may end up hurting people, even though anything at this point is good. And landlords, it's not like they're made of money. They actually require a lot. Maybe they're paying a mortgage on the house that you're living in as a renter. Who knows exactly what it is? So I'm getting 504 for traditional unemployment, and for 600 for PUA. I hope they don't change it. Now, I just have to say, originally, Ivan, I was quoted at $540. Maybe you meant $540 because that's what everyone was originally quoted when you first look up your calculator. That I don't believe is the case, and I think they're trying to subsidize this with the PUA, which is why when you add up the 182 plus the 600, that actually adds up into an amount greater than the 504 or 540, whichever one you meant. But regardless, I was kind of expecting the 540 and then 600. Maybe I haven't done the proper research. Now, I've tried to look through many articles, the official handbook, and everything. I don't know exactly what is right, what is wrong, but I've seen a lot of people have been getting the 182. Now, I don't know where my original, $233 came from, but the 600 seems to be just a flat rate that everybody's getting to offset this amount that never got up to a 504 or a 540. And I don't know, for me, that amount changed. I still receive the 600, but my 233 amount has gone down to 182. And that's not something I'm happy about, and something that I will be fighting to get back, if not the entire 540. I've already requested a hearing on the website, and hopefully that does something. At this point, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't even know if hearings are going to be in person or not. By the way, we're talking about the unemployment and PUA while I'm drinking this. I know the video is kind of about both. I decided I'm going to take questions on this while I'm doing this, but I'm here on this. This is a $4 organic wine from Trader Joe's. And in my ear, I'm actually watching The Last Dance on ESPN. So let's see. I checked my account and I have 4 payments of $504 and 4 payments of $600. That is great. That is really good to hear, because maybe that means that you're getting it. I assume by your icon that you live in New York City. That's great that you're getting it. I'm disappointed that I'm not receiving the same thing too, when I thought that that's what I was going to get, but that's just kind of what it is. Yeah. That's really good. What do you mean they will be by phone? You mean direct deposit? I'm not exactly sure what that means. I gotta check on something, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back here. If you didn't know, I am having the Charles Shaw wine, I'm having hummus and a pita, and then I'm watching The Last Dance. I'm taking any questions on any kind of videos that I've been making, including the unemployment and PUA, and then I'm here. What do you think that is? That's a cat. That's a cat. Yep, so that's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go back to watching this. If you have any questions, of course, just put them here, and I'll pause the video so I can actually answer. Listening here, I can hear, you can't. That's just what it is. So let's see. They will by phone. Oh, really? The hearing. Wait, drive secure 24/7. Have you actually gone through any hearing? Have you submitted a hearing, and is that what it's going to be? Because I looked up the information, I couldn't find anything on the actual hearing other than it's just going to happen. Maybe I think I read that they were going to contact you the first time through that, but the hearing itself, I haven't received anything, any message, any phone call, anything from that. So I'm a little bit curious about what exactly that is. Yeah, that's money. That's good money. And as somebody who just started working anxiety, that's something that you still should get, because they're trying to keep people spending money. They have to keep the economy moving, so they need to inject money into this so that people can get food. Like, you're gonna buy food from a grocery store that's employing people. That's keeping money cycling through. That's something that does need to happen. So again, I know you started working that about a month ago. You still need to be paid this money. Hopefully you're still getting something. So I don't know why a lot of people are getting, I don't know either. again, I did a video today and I don't have a little paper with me anymore, but it said my calculation was $233 on paper. I showed it here, and then I'm still getting $182. It's kind of shocking. I don't know what is up with that amount. But again, I think that's because the PUA offsets that and kind of subsidizes the amount that's actually coming from unemployment. Because I think, just this is speculation, I think that if you do get 540 from unemployment, maybe that's just going to sap the entire service down. Maybe the PUA is kind of offsetting that above the amount, so at least you're getting that. Because I think if you consider that, what I'm getting now is $782. Originally it was 833, which is definitely above the 540 or 504 originally. So let's see. I went from 505 plus 600 to 440 plus 600. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly one of the reasons why I requested two. I requested a hearing because I was short on payments for the amount of payments. I think at the time I received 3 PUA and 4 or 5 unemployment, where I should have received 7 of each. And still now it's backed up. So I do think I do deserve the money that I was requesting. And all right, so somebody said it's 232 minus taxes goes down to 182 maybe. Now again, I don't have the form. I filed that away, but the amount was 232 on the form. And originally when I got it, they said the benefits were going to be 233. That amount actually was reduced in on the where did I see that? It was on the New York State website. It was on payment details, on past payments. And it said my weekly benefits were now 182, so it did get reduced. I don't believe it's taxes. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they now add a separate tax, but they're not really telling people that they're doing that or not, which is a little bit frustrating because they really should. You're not the first person to say this may be taxes. So let's see. Yeah. Oh, 6 to 8 weeks before they set up? I can imagine that. That or longer. At this point now, I am comfortable with the amount that I'm getting, but it's definitely, I need the other amount that I am due. Just like everybody else, I think we're due. Do I think they're going to give the money back? I'm not sure, but I expect it. That's something, no, sorry, I was choked in a pita. I expect that money to be given to me because myself, along with so many other people, they have worked. Maybe you've only been at this job for 1 month. Other people have been working so much longer. I think you are definitely entitled to that money because if this pandemic did not happen, then you would still be working, you'd still be able to pay your bills. I think you are definitely owed those past weeks. For sure, you're definitely owed those past weeks. So we'll see exactly what happens. Hopefully after the hearing I get something. I'm expecting maybe 2 months down the line from this point, maybe you'll receive actually what I am owed and maybe what other people are owed to, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. I hope so, but I don't know. You have 8 years on your job. Yeah, you are definitely, you're owed that. You pay into that through your taxes, through the unemployment insurance. So yeah, you definitely are owed something, just like, in this case, just like everybody else who haven't even started working and have maybe just started working. In this case, just to keep the economy running, this is something. But for regular unemployment, definitely for 8 years on the job, you are owed so much. You've been sticking with that job, yeah, you're owed a lot. I heard that you get paid half of what you earn weekly. I usually earn around 1,100 after taxes. I think that's what I'm getting 504 for traditional unemployment. Now that's the thing. So many people that I've talked to on here have been saying that they've been getting this magic number of 182. Let me calculate actually what I've been getting and what I'm owed. No. At least for me, in my case, that would come nowhere near what I'm owed. Yeah. It could be something. Hmm. No. I mean, maybe in your case, that's what it is. But I don't know where this 182 number is coming from. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. It can't be myself and so many other people are on this exact same level where receive 182. That seems to be some magic number that I'm not sure where it gets determined from. I'm not sure. All right, so we're almost at the 50-minute mark. If you didn't know, I'm having the Shaw. This is an organic 2018 California Rosé from Trader Joe's. Cost $4. The initial tasting, great. I would always recommend this. And if you did not know, this has a twist off cork. And this is so cool because it uses this kind of like helix fixture that you may be able to see here that allows the cork to twist in or push in, but be very hard to actually remove. So there it is in, really hard just to pull straight out. Like this is not like, yeah, like I'm not extremely weak, but look, just twist, twist, twist. It follows that little shape and it comes right out. So it's really good for resealing and it is good just to have. $4. I wish more wines did this instead of the cap or the cork that you actually have to like pierce and like take out. My sister-in-law is getting 182 plus 600 for PUA. That's exactly what a lot of people are getting. I guess determined on what the who was it? Drive Secure was saying, is that half? Is that 182 about half of what your sister would make after taxes? For me, I just don't see that following. It just kind of does not add up for what I've actually been getting. Maybe it does for other people, but I don't know where this number is determined from. It's really confusing to me among other people. Let's see. My company is tied with a Ford Motor Company. Just call blah, 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 blah. Yeah, another 6 weeks. That's insane. Yeah, I've been trying to keep tabs on my store just to see what exactly, when can we open. New York City was supposed to reopen. The stay-at-home order was supposed to stop on May 15th. On that day, and I wish they had done this earlier, on that day they said, okay, now it's going to be May 28th or 29th. And of course that, the businesses will have to open up after that. So now we're looking at June. So what's that? When is the 18th? So maybe it's about 2 weeks now. But who knows? Maybe this gets pushed back past June or past the first weeks of June. And then that really messes up people's financial situations. So Desiree, you're getting 182 plus 600. That seems to be a magic number that everybody seems to be getting. Even though the first few weeks that I was receiving, I was getting $233. And that's even shown, like if you have seen the previous video to what I just made, it was determined I was going to get $233 every week. And then of course 600 on top of that. But now it's been reduced, and online I can see it's been reduced to 182. They don't signify that it has been reduced, although I can see the difference in the numbers. And this last week I did receive 182 instead of 233 like the previous week. It's ridiculous. Not only am I going to actually have to make a hearing about being short on payments, but now they are going to actually, okay, again, when I finally received money, I received in the 7th week 3 PUA payments and about 4 unemployment payments. So they still owe me for those in between weeks. I still feel like I'm owed that, and I don't know. I hope that I get it, and I hope this hearing actually does something and helps maybe myself out and so many other people, but I don't expect that to happen until like maybe 2 months down the road. Mm-hmm. Yourself. All right. So one thing, Desiree, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Would I get back pay? I applied in March 16th and just started getting payments on the 11th of this month. So that's a very similar situation that I just went through here as well. When you first go through the form, if you had checked, I can't remember exactly where, it's been 2 months, honestly, for me, you receive benefits from the day that you stopped working. Not from when you filed, not from any of that, but from when you stopped working. So you should be receiving benefits from, for me, it's going to be March 18th. I filed March 28th. So that's why I'm still looking for back pay. And even if they went from the March 28th date when I first applied, it wouldn't add up. They still owe me back pay. Now, I think it's going to be hard to get that back pay, so anything that you receive, save. Save as much as you possibly can, because who knows what you're going to be receiving. I've heard a lot of people, hey, they receive something one week, the next week they don't get anything. And then the following week they get something. Maybe they forgot to certify, maybe they forgot something, maybe they certified in the wrong way. But still, save up that money. But I would expect to get that money back. I honestly expect it. I think it's my right to get that money back. But will I actually get it back? Yes, I expect to, because I have put in a request for a hearing, and I think you should too. If you don't know how to do that and you work in New York State, go to that website that you've signed in at, go to online forms, and then on the left side of your taskbar, you'll see hearings, and you'll be able to request a hearing. Now, for me, I have not heard anything back from that, but at this point, that's been happening to a lot of people. Same thing here. I got 3 weeks of payment at one time, but I still have 3 back. Yep, that's almost exactly what I got, except I think I'm owed about 3 or 4 weeks in my case. I'm still owed back pay. I heard you're gonna get an email from the, oh shoot, I can't remember what, Department of Labor, with a link to certify from previous weeks so you can get paid. Yeah, you will get an email, and for me, I also get texts that I'm good to certify. But if you just go back into that website, I would save that website and I would log in every day just to check your messages to see if you're able to certify. Go to your payments, see if you're able to certify, because I'm not going to be dependent on them sending me a message. Maybe they'll do it, maybe they won't. They have in my case, but always check your messages on that website. Check it every morning if you can, and multiple times throughout the day, just to see if you'll be receiving that. Yes, you will get an email, you will get a text if you put your phone number there as well, but at this point, who knows if they'll do it, because this whole system has been a little bit shaky to begin with. It's good that people are getting paid, I'm getting something, but we're either being shorted or we are not receiving anything, which is definitely bad, because we do need to pay bills and do need to do a lot of other important things like that. All right, guys, if you we are almost at the 1 hour mark. I'm answering questions from all previous videos, including the unemployment. So if you have any unemployment questions, put in the comment section below, and I will be happy to respond. But I am having a Charles Shaw 2018 California Rosé. This is organic, and this cost $4. And I got this at the Trader Joe's wine shop at Union Square. It's insane how cheap this is. And it's good. Like, I tried this here and I was like, this tastes good. I've been having some warmed pita and hummus, and while I would never have this traditionally, this would be great for brunch. I'm happy with it. So as I go down through the bottle, I've been drinking, so, this is how it may go. I'm also watching The Last Dance on ESPN, but I do pause it whenever I get the chance. Is it sweet? Yeah. This is a good sweet wine. It's not overly sweet. The first time I tried it, and I had my friends try it, they're somewhere else right now, I'm watching the video on my own, they did say, yeah, it's kind of sweet. It's kind of like a little bit like semi-sweet juice. Definitely now I can taste more of the alcoholic flavor, because it is wine. And all right, what it is, it's tiny amounts of bean dry, because it is, I believe, isn't the rosé a mixture between red and white? I get a little bit of dryness, but is moreover sweet and kind of nice, because I did keep this in the refrigerator, which is where you believe you keep rosé. So it's a refreshing drink, and I think it's pretty good. Let's see. I knew M. Jordan was good, but did not know how driven. Oh well, Michael Jordan and one of my idols, Kobe Bryant, the most driven people that you will probably have ever met, and I've been thankful that I've met both of them. I mean, just like meet and greets, but I find myself to feed into that as much as I can, and I always look to see if other people do that as well. Yeah, they are driven, and this series, The Last Dance, is amazing. I'm on episode 7 right now out of 10 episodes, and you can binge that if you want on ESPN. It's great. It's really interesting. And yeah, that is what I'm doing when I'm not drinking or answering questions. You know what? This far down from where I started, this is tasting more and more like wine and less like juice. I didn't expect to actually taste like this. When I started here, this tasted purely kind of like almost like grape juice. It was really sweet. And maybe it's because I was coming from not drinking, but as I go down and down and down, I'm feeling more of the alcoholic wine taste rather than the juicy taste. So I'm going to see how it is the further down I go. Let's see, do you think sports will come back this year? I think that they will come back this year. I think that there's a lot of things being done, and especially me, I don't think that sports are an essential part of living. When I first noticed that sports had stopped, it's the NBA that I really realized that was gone. That was something I missed from my life, and I was like, I wish something would be going on. I really think that they're probably going to go, and I know that the New York Giants, they just put their preseason tickets on sale. And I think that starts in August. And I honestly think that's pretty ballsy of them to do. I think that sports will begin again this year. I think first they're going to do it without fans, and I think a lot of these these sports are going to take place in California. California is one of the states where they say they're really trying to bolster things. They're a very progressive state, so I think they're going to make it very safe for players and media and coaching staff and everybody like that. And I think maybe, now this is just a hypothesis, maybe that they're going to do playoffs only for, and they're trying, try and get all the teams that are currently in the playoffs in the NBA into California to do that, just because maybe it's more of a safe place and they're just going to broadcast that everywhere. I don't know how exactly they're going to do it. I'm sure they're thinking of ways, but we'll see how it is. I do expect sports to be back before the year is over. NBA specifically, because I think they've done a great regimen of testing through all of their players, and all of them have been good so far. I think even the ones that tested positive are now fine. I don't know about the NFL. We'll see. They're developing face masks like N95 and K95 face masks. At that point, I don't really think it's going to do anything. You're just moving around so much that it'll get so much shift as you're moving. But I do expect sports to return probably by September. I would love if NBA began their playoffs now, but I really don't see that happening. Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? While I don't feel like it's essential, I think sports do add a lot to life, especially when you're living inside your home so much as many people are. I know that there is what the NBA, what is it? NBA, like it's the one that you can normally watch all the games live or most of the games live and have a back catalog of games. I know that's free, but I haven't even looked at it once. I've been watching YouTube videos a lot more. I've been working on these videos a lot more. I just, you know what? I don't know. It's like kind of like maybe I don't want to see those games just because I know they're not going on right now, especially from this season. I could definitely see myself watching games from maybe previous championships, maybe previous playoff runs. That would be pretty interesting. But for now, I don't want to see what the season is because I want to make sure. I hope that the season is able to be completed as is, but I don't know. Nobody knows. But I think I would love to come back home and just see games, watching TNT, NBA, and then the halftime shows. Those are one of my favorite periods of TV just in the entire week. Let's check the question. Department of Labor says you have to pay 10% taxes on every check you get. So 10, wait. So 233 minus 10% equals 209. I don't understand why you're getting 182. Yeah, but the 10%, maybe you do get that 10%. Maybe that's what your benefits are. But again, when I was looking at my benefits, as you see, your weekly benefits are 182. That's how it shows up on the website right now. But I check on the mailer that I got. Your benefits are 233. Those are two different amounts. And I did receive the first, maybe was it 3 or 4 payments in one day, mind you, but 3 or 4 payments of 233. There were no taxes taken out from that. And then all of a sudden, your weekly benefits are now 182. That's just a reduction in what they're paying. I don't honestly know where that's coming from. Even if you do that 10% off tax, that goes out to 209. That just doesn't work. That just seriously does not work, and I don't know where this is coming from. It's frustrating to say the least. At least in my case, I am receiving something. Hopefully this this Thursday I do receive something else. I don't know if I will, but I know a lot of the people out there, they're not receiving anything, and I can definitely understand where they're coming from. When I got the letter in the mail, it said 505, but I was paid 540. All right, so what's curious for me is my mailer said it was, well, mailed March 30th. I can't imagine it would take a month and a half, over a month and a half to come to me. I think that's when they dated the document and that's when it was sent. Mine said $233. And again, that's what I received as one payment, I think 4 times, 3 times, on the first time I was due. So you didn't receive any of the 505 payments at all. You just didn't. And you only were paid 440. Were you paid in a check or by direct deposit? You got paid 440 direct deposit. See, I'm in a well, I guess it's a separate situation than you are. I was never paid something that differed from the 233. I either got 3 or 4 payments from that 233, but then I was reduced to 182. So I don't know. I put that hearing in. I hope I do get a response. I have nothing more to give other than what has been given to me. I'm definitely going to be showing that I'm owed 233. At this point, I don't know. I don't have a lot of answers here. I hope that somebody else can actually have something that does answer, but in that case, it's probably gonna be somebody who works for the government. I don't know if they're watching right now on live, but this video is gonna be posted on the site, on the channel, so hopefully sometime down the line, somebody can give a good answer that does provide you guys with some real help. By the way, if you guys didn't know, one cat here, Mia. All right, let's see. On the web, it says my payment is 505 weekly. Okay, so that's different from what I got. Mine has said 233 in the past, but now it says 182. I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's direct deposit that should be going in at the exact amount. There's nothing they can subtract on by maybe costs of mailing a check, creating the check and mailing it, which in no way possible could be that amount. What are you guys doing? But yeah, I don't know. I'm not in that similar situation, unfortunately. I know what you mean. I believe whatever on the website is what goes. And you know what, honestly, what's something I wish I would have done is taken screenshots of the time when I received something, because I'm sure when they have this hearing, they're going to ask for documentation, and you're going to have to use your your word against theirs. But in this case, if you take some screenshots, you can use their word against theirs too. But in your case, you never saw the, you always had a differing amount. I just don't know. It's just shocking. All right, the amounts are different. If they calculate something, that's what you should be receiving. If they then reduce it, maybe there's something to do with, I have no idea. Yeah, that would have helped for sure. But at this point, I don't know. There's a lot of things that are just up in the air. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Toss this. Alright guys, I'm back. Come on. Alright, so the pita is done. Again, if you have any questions, just put them in the comment section below, where I'll be able to answer anything of that, because I'm moderating that here. But yeah, I'm having the Charles Shaw 2018 California Rosé. This is an organic, and this one for $4. And so far I've had this much. It tasted very sweet here. It's tasting more and more like wine down here, but it's a great option for $4. This is the only organic one I've liked so far. The red blend and the Pinot Noir have been no good. I didn't like them, honestly. And I'm also watching The Last Dance, but if you guys ask a question, I'll be sure to respond. But let's see. What are people saying? All right, so yeah, honestly, maybe unemployment is running out of funds. That's entirely possible, especially since I think the PUA is trying to ease some of the funds that are being diverted to unemployment. That's why originally when we get 540 as what we are due, and that's what I was originally calculated, that's not actually what you get. Right now I'm getting 182 plus 600, and I think that 600's offsetting what I can't get from unemployment just because a lot of people are using unemployment right now. So somebody says that's true. Mine says 504, or at least we're getting something, can't complain. You can't complain, but I definitely say you are owed what you are due. So if you're not getting what you're due, go back. Now that's the thing. When I first received my partial payments, I was 7 weeks in, not receiving anything, and I received 3 from the PUA and 3 or 4, I think 4 from the unemployment. I was like, oh, thank you. I finally have something, some money where I can actually I can pay rent, I can pay my bills, I can get food, I can get a lot of this. But you can't forget that you are owed something. And just because somebody gives you a certain amount of money, if it's not everything that you're owed, that's not everything. You need to fight for what you believe is yours, and in this case, it should be the 600 at a baseline with what I believe is my originally calculated 504, maybe reduced down to 233 and then it reduced down again to 182, but at least that is what we should be receiving. So any weeks missed or payments missed have to be reported in a hearing somehow. So I really think, it's easy to say can't complain. I really think that you should complain. That's true. It could be worse. A lot of people haven't received the money. Yes, a lot of people haven't received the money, but when they do, I think they're owed what they're due. I heard some people, yeah, I have heard some people have not received the 12,000. Now, I think if at this point, if you haven't received the 12,000, that could be because of a mailing issue. Maybe you don't have direct deposit, or there is some outstanding issue. I know this may be kind of just like out there, but if you have child support, you will not get child support due or unpaid child support. You will not be getting the 1,200. I'm imagining maybe there are other cases similar with this where you would not get your payment for whatever reason. So maybe that's the case, because I think for now, I think everybody has received the payment that they are due. Let's see. They said they're going to send everyone emails and fill it out for all your back payment. Where did you see that email? I never received that email. I do assume that I'm going to get the back payment, and also because of the forms that I read, but I didn't receive an email saying that I would definitely get a form to fill out for the back payment. I mean, what more of a form do they need for the back payment? We've already filled out the initial unemployment form, and then we filled out the PUA with the matching information, at least in my case. Yeah, what more do they need for unemployment? Yeah, I never got an email about that either. Some wine glasses. Wait, do I really need a wine glass right now? I have the entire bottle. And considering these things are only for, I feel like I'm pitching this. I'm not pitching this. I have not been paid by Trader Joe's or Charles Shaw. This is just something that I found an amazing deal. If you want to send me wine glasses, you definitely can. But you know, this is just a good bottle of wine. This is $4. I decided this would be a good video to make, answering questions and just drinking wine. We're about here. The glasses would be kind of cool, but I have glasses. I'm just not going to use that right now. I think it's actually better optically if I just drink this here on camera. It just looks a little bit better than just like kind of going like kind of like that. But hey, if you're in the same situation, look for your Trader Joe's and look for Charles Shaw. It's pretty, what the hell? It's pretty cheap. What are you doing? Did you just burp? Mia. That's Mia, by the way. She is just a little croissant, and this is Ninja. And we're watching The Last Dance on ESPN, the documentary about Michael Jordan. We're drinking Charles Shaw wine. This is the 2018 California Organic Rosé. And yeah, I'm about here in the bottle. And I'm answering your questions, whatever question that you happen to have. Pitch it here. It can be about unemployment. It can be about any of the other videos that I do. Maybe this will be a roundup video that I do at the end of every week, because a lot of people do have questions, and they usually DM me on Instagram at m8b9. They email me, but this would probably be a good place just to get everything through. Because while maybe not a lot of people are watching during the live, they can comment later on throughout. You know, this will just be here forever. Maybe we'll just do this down the way. They should send you, oh yeah, they should send me a case. Wait, if they send me a case, wait, I gotta see. 12 times 4. Wait, I know how much that is, 48. It'd be a $48 case of wine. For something shipping like that, I do review products and I do get sent products a lot. Something made of glass, I have received a lot of broken products before. I would say probably no. For something this cheap, I don't think they're going to do it. But at this point, maybe I'll be like, hey, send me the entire line and I'll go through this the same way that I'm doing here. I guess you're right. I'm saying positive things just because this one's positive. By the way, the other ones that I've had, the red ones, don't ever get the red ones. The red blend is basically like, imagine having a party and then everyone leaves like their different wine and you're like, oh crap, somebody left all of this wine. You pour it into one bottle, then you wait a couple days. That's what it tastes like. It does not taste good because literally it says red blend. And unfortunately with the Pinot Noir, it doesn't taste that great either. It's the same dry, no flavor, not really that sweet wine, which I would not expect, because I did like the inorganic or the non-organic wines. I like their entire slew. I've been going one by one through the organics, and so far this is the one that I've got, which I've enjoyed. How am I looking right now? Am I okay? I've gone from here to here. I am almost done. By the way, when this is done, this is when the stream ends. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, by the way, I am watching The Last Dance on episode 7. This is a pretty good documentary. Not only on Michael Jordan, but the entire team of the Bulls in the 90s. Do I feel good? Wait, what channel? Let me see. I'm going to send you some wine glasses. Yeah, if you want to send me some wine glasses again, I'd be perfectly happy with that just because, yeah, I mean, normally when I don't do a live for about 95 minutes, yeah, I'll drink through some traditional wine glasses. I'm not just like an alcoholic that just goes through a wine bottle like this. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. You feel good? Yeah, I do feel good. I do, like when I first started this, I felt like, okay, I can talk to people, I can be productive, I can do a lot of things. I've been answering emails here as well. As I've gone through this much, by the way, this does have 11.5% alcohol. It does feel, yeah, I do feel it. I had a proper dinner today. I decided to have a little bit extra with some hummus and pita just to kind of fill my stomach, but I'm feeling this. I gotta be honest with you. Let's see. Oh yeah, wait, what channel? All right, it's on ESPN, and even if you're not a subscriber, I believe you can watch the entire 10-part series. And by the way, they have it in two versions. One is TV 14, where they bleep the bad words, and the other one's TVMA, which is what I'm watching right now, where they say everything. It's either the words are bleeped or they're not bleeped. There's really no difference in between. It's just a good documentary either way. I would really recommend you guys to watch it. I really need a haircut. Yeah, I really need a haircut. By the way, I do have liquor stores and wine stores. If you guys have any recommendation for me to try something, I think I'm going to be trying this maybe as a weekly end kind of thing. I know today's Monday. I'll try it on a different day, or maybe when a lot of people are around. But it's maybe like a weekly roundup of all the videos that I've done in general, answering all questions that you have live here, and maybe while I've been drinking too. So we'll see how it goes. I'd like to do more live videos. I think they do well here on the channel, so I'm happy with it. But if you have any recommendations, I have this. Oh, here's one thing. Oh, I have something to show you guys. It's pretty cool. Oh no. Just drop something.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I just dropped something.
Alright.
Alright, just drop something here.
Did you finish your bottle?
Almost. But the one thing is here, this is the Crystal Head Vodka from Crystal Head Vodka. Sorry, I just dropped a plate here. But this is one of the coolest things I've ever gotten here. Oh my god. I have not tried anything of this, and as far as I can tell, no one of my friends has actually liked vodka. That's unfortunate, but oh well. So let's see, somebody asked, am I going back to my old job? As of now, yes I am, because I've been talking with the owner, we've been talking with all of the people around the company. We've been trying to see when can we open. We thought the New York City was going to be open back up on May 15th. That wasn't the case. That was pushed back until at least May 28th or 29th. Now we don't know exactly what's going to be done past that, but we're looking to open up in June. Now that's going to be a long time from now, but maybe if it's the first week of June, that's fine, but things have been pushed back a lot, and who knows exactly when something is going to open up, when something's going to happen. I don't know. But this is something that I definitely will be trying. Maybe if I have some friends to have this with, I will try this out next week, and we'll do like a response video. Because I kind of like this. I'm watching something here. I was eating something earlier. I'm having this wine. It's a good thing to have. It's a good little mix to kind of round out the week. And I guess my weeks round out on Mondays. Everybody's week's a little bit different. Almost done. Let's see, your KN5, which one did you like the best? Okay, wait, let's see if I can find it here, because I was organizing my room. There's a number of KN95 masks that have been okay to ones that I've liked. Alright, I don't think, wait, maybe I have it, maybe I don't. Alright, so this is one of the KN95 masks that has a filter. This is one of the ones that I received from Wish. It came in prompt time, it came in the amount that I wanted, but it does have a filter, and if you're using this to prevent yourself from exposing yourself to the virus and spreading, having a filter does not do the trick, at least in this case, because a filter, when you, I forget, what is it, when you breathe in or breathe out? When you breathe out, it opens up the filter, and you can kind of expel whatever's inside you out to people. But when you inhale, it closes that filter, so unfortunately, well, I mean, in your case, it's good for you. You don't intake the virus, but expelling it, that just doesn't help anybody. So you might as well just be wearing one of the basic face masks, and I have that here as well. I got this from Walgreens. Now, one of the other ones that I've oh, by the way, I have to show you this. First of all, this is by Bella and Canvas. Don't ever buy this. This is a 10-pack of masks. They're made of a very, very thin material here, and this is $15. They're basically made of sock material, and this kind of goes on your ear. It stretches very tightly. It goes in my mouth when I try to talk. It's not something that I would ever recommend to anybody. Don't get this. I did receive another few masks here from KN95 Masks, and they are simple. What they have is a filter here. They seem a little bit thin to me, but one thing that I don't like is they only use a zip tie here for the nose guard, because that's one of the most important things. You have to keep it fitted on the nose. Again, I really... Wait, I think I may have found it. No, that's the same mask as it was earlier. One of the best KN face masks that I received was bought at a gas station. And actually, I made the video, and I think I showed it to a lot of people earlier. I bought this at a gas station for two for $15. And that's extremely expensive, but what made it the best face mask that I ever got was it has this metal nose guard, so it fits perfectly here, so there's no air escape or being inhaled here. It is a great way to actually use a KN95 mask, and it was really thick. But unfortunately, it's two for $15, and it's not something you can get online, so I can't really recommend it to other people. Yeah, you saw that video? Yeah, I would say that's the best KN95 mask that I've ever gotten, and I really do think that the nose guard is the most important part about any KN95 mask that you buy from anywhere. So while they may be legitimate or not, if you have that metal guard, that will establish that seal here, which is the most important part, because here, at least down here, the seal on all the KN95 masks has been passable to great. It's just that last one, or the first one that I got, has just been, that just makes entirely, yeah, $7.50 a mask. It's a lot. Now, if you do reuse a mask, where you use it, you maybe wait 1 day or 2 days, you can use it again down the line. It may not be what some people want to do, but I do believe the virus does die within 2 days or 48 hours of coming on contact with this kind of filter. This is just what this is just what I've seen online. I don't know if this is actually the truth, but we'll see exactly what that means. So far, I've come tested positive for the virus, so I believe the masks are doing something, and those masks have been what I've been using for a long time now. I try my best not to use these just because I am not a big fan of the way they seal the nose. And again, these, they have the filter, so they don't help you spreading, but they help you intaking it. But there's a lot of different ways that you can go about this. All right, guys, we've come to our final, I think, sip here. If you guys have any questions about literally anything, you can find me on Instagram at m8b9, and you can email me at m8b9@gmail.com. We're going to be probably doing a roundup of this, maybe like drinking a bottle of wine, maybe me with other people, but if you have any questions about anything, comment section below. I can always help you guys out. So I'm going to finish this documentary. I'm going to finish this wine. I think this is the last swig. Yep, and that's it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We've been here for 108 minutes. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. And anybody watching not on live, if you made it to this point, good job guys. We'll be doing a lot more videos like this, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good night, everyone who watched. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.